Welcome back to the Legal Feeding Frenzy. From March 1st to March 31st, law firms, law schools, solo practitioners, government and public interest counsel, and corporate in-house counsel are again on the clock to collect resources for our Feeding the Carolinas food banks. Any good lawyer loves a little competition, and that includes me. So at the end of the Feeding Frenzy, I'll recognize the firms that donated the most in various categories. And I'll hand out the Attorney General's Cup to the team with the highest average individual donation. The Legal Feeding Frenzy is a wonderful way for us as lawyers to be engaged in a meaningful way in the lives of so many of our fellow friends. This cause is critical. Food insecurity affects so many North Carolinians. 1.4 million people are food insecure. 20%, 1 out of every 5 children, has to worry about getting enough food to eat on a daily or weekly basis. Unfortunately, our food banks, as great as they are unable to fully meet the needs that there are in North Carolina for a couple of reasons. One is demand for their services have increased at the same time that they have been experiencing the same supply chain disruptions as everyone else. Food banks depend on us as people in 2 fundamental ways. One is donations, and the other is volunteering. The Legal Feeding Frenzy is primarily about the donation side of the ledger. Our all-time record we set in 2021, we raised more than $230,000. That translates to 920,000 pounds of food. Now that was 2021, $230,000. Mike has already set our goal. Let us break that goal this year, 2023, $250,000. Can we do that? Excellent. And then just a note on the volunteer side. There are a number of people here, a couple few dozen of volunteers, but the food banks need volunteers. And just like the food supply chain was disrupted, their volunteer supply sources have been disrupted, predominantly employer-based and retirees, and they have not come back the way they were before. So spread the word that the food bank needs volunteers. I look forward to being with you all at the end. Today is the kickoff of our competition. At the end of our competition, we will present the awards, including the Attorney General's Cup, which goes to the entity with the highest average individual donation. I want to thank again the Food Bank of Central and Eastern North Carolina, the Feeding the Carolinas Network, for working in pursuit of the goal to keep any North Carolinian, adult or child, from going to bed hungry. It is on us as community members to look out for each other, to help those in need, and to make sure that all of us can lead healthy, happy lives. And that's especially true of our youngest members. So what you all are doing today, what you all are doing throughout the competition, is going to move us closer to that goal. So I want you to know how grateful I am to be part of this with you. Thank you, Mike. And of course, I get the fun of announcing the Attorney General Award winners. So I want to thank the North Carolina Bar Association's Young Lawyers Division, the North Carolina Bar Foundation, and the Feeding the Carolinas Food Banks for putting together this challenge. And I want to thank everyone who participated, because the work could not be more important. 1.2 million of our neighbors, including children, are food insecure, and your donations go to support our food banks and fight hunger. This year, you all have donated more than $160,000. That's more than 660,000 pounds of food to feed fellow North Carolinians. So I want to thank you for your generosity, and now let's get on to the winners. The large firm winner is Moore Van Allen, 123,000 pounds of food. The medium firm winner is Morningstar with over 50,000 pounds of food. The small firm, Baker Donaldson, 13,800 pounds of food. And the solo practitioner is the Fisher Law, 16,689 pounds of food. And the public interest government winner is Legal Aid of North Carolina with 58,000 pounds of food. And I might need a recall because I think DOJ came in second this year. But Legal Aid, congratulations and thank you for stepping up. The corporate in-house council winner is Atrium Health with 16,600 pounds of food. And the law school winner is Wake Forest School of Law, 20,000 pounds of food. And to recognize the firm that made the largest average donation, we award the Attorney General's Cup. And this year's winner of the Attorney General's Cup is the law offices of James Scott Farron, which raised a total of $6,000 among 12 people for an average individual donation of over $500. The Altruist Award, that's our final award, goes to the person who has made a big contribution to the Legal Feeding Frenzy's work. It's a volunteer, a participant, a partner who gave selflessly and made a significant contribution to our ultimate success. And this year's award goes to Robin Ames of Legal Aid. Robin has worked at Legal Aid for the past 33 years and retired earlier this year. She spent her final days at Legal Aid registering all of the North Carolina Legal Aid offices for this annual Legal Feeding Frenzy, and she's done that every year since the frenzy began. So I want to congratulate you, Robin, and wish you a happy retirement. Congratulations to all our winners, and thank everyone who donated. Because of what you gave, our communities will be better fed, healthier, and stronger. Thank you so much.